Hello dear, welcome to your weekend reading for Saturday and Sunday, the 19th and the 20th of January 2019. My name is Alexandra, I hope you are well. Today we're gonna use two decks, which I use very frequently. Lastly, it's Game of Thrones Tarot deck and the Zillich Tarot. So first for Saturday, and by the way, we are heading towards the full moon in Leo, which is on Monday here where I live, and I think in the majority of the globe. But so far the moon is in Cancer, so let's tune in to the energy of water. Alright, I'm gonna pick 3 cards for Saturday, so pure light, source of everything that is, please guide me in this reading for all of us watching this. What are the messages and what are the energies for the day? It's Saturday, 19th of January 2019. Okay, 3 cards for us. That's the first one. That's the second. And here comes the third one. What do we have? 9 of Spears, which is 9 of Wands in traditional nomenclature the world. And the Ace of Spears. Ace of Spears tends to appear quite frequently in my readings for the last few days. So there is definitely the end and the beginning present here. This may indicate, I don't know why do I feel this, but remember, the full moon that is ahead of us is in Leo, and it's the last of the lunations, the last of the series of eclipses on a Leo-Aquarius axis. It generally already changed into Cancer-Capricorn axis, but this is the last call. So what I feel here is that it's a good day to remind yourself about the experiences of the last 18 months, more or less. 9 of Spears may indicate that this time was, well, of course, sometimes it was a demanding time, a challenging time, a time where we needed to really stand our ground and defend what we believe in, and be loyal and be brave, even if we felt that something is overwhelming. That's the main energy of 9 of Spears, especially in this deck. Because, you know, 18 months is a great chunk of time, and I'm sure that everyone experienced something difficult during this time, something challenging. So remember about these experiences today and ask yourself, what happened then? Because this card shows a very special situation when you may feel already defeated. You really have no other way than to defend yourself, but you don't really see the light in the end of the tunnel. And then suddenly there comes help, there comes a solution. You finally succeed, although there weren't many chances to do so. So ask yourself, what helped me, or who helped me in a very difficult time when I was out of my hope, out of my energy, when I was fainting from from effort. When I really was on my last legs, who came and helped me? Who helped me finish things in a good way? The World, very successful card. But this success doesn't come easily. It comes after you learn your lesson. The World is the card associated with Saturn. Saturn is in Capricorn now, so it's at home there. Feels very safe and secure. But Saturn is always a tough teacher. It always gives us difficult lessons to learn. So what was your difficult lesson, and what have you learned? And who helped you in this, or what helped you in this? Take time to resonate with this. Take time to really ponder upon it, and perhaps memorize it, perhaps write it down. Because I think we often tend to forget about difficult experiences and how we came out of them. There may be painful experiences that we just want to erase from memory. But I think it's a good practice to always turn into what was positive in this situation and what might help me in the future if similar circumstances occur. Just don't let those difficult experiences be wasted or forgotten forever. Take what builds you up from them. Take what makes you stronger from them. And try to memorize it. Try to embed it somewhere within you. Because when the new dawn comes, when there is a new beginning with the Ace of Spears, which means beautiful injection of life force again. This is the sparkle, this is life itself, this is the power that is embedded in life. It's here again. When it comes, it's really good to know who can you trust, what can you trust, where can you put your trust in when the new beginning occurs. And this may be the time of, ending things, especially difficult things, things that required your loyalty and stubbornness even. Stubbornness, yes. To end it, to summarize it, and to start anew with, I won't say blank page, because we are no longer blank pages. But with a clear mind and with a pure heart. Use this energy in the best possible way for the greatest good. Okay, now let's look what's there for Sunday. The Zillich Tarot is going to help us in this. Okay, for our greatest good. And again, I'm going to pick 3 cards. Let's see. 1. 2. And 3. Okay. What do we have? We have the Lovers, which is the Major Arcana card. We have 5 of Swords, which is the Suit of Air. And we have 6 of Swords reversed. I don't know why it is reversed, because I don't use reversals. Okay, I like the energy. I like, because there is a solution here, it seems. Okay, so first, lots of air energy. This is the card of Gemini, number 6, the Lovers. It's about duality. So again, the notion of duality and oneness, that is really piercing through all my readings since I came back, for a few days, right? This notion of duality is present here, and it's very present in this day. Of course, the Lovers is very often associated with love, as the name suggests. What do you see in the other? Do you recognize yourself in the other? But more generally, it's about duality and choice that we always have. You can see 2 figures here, or even 4 figures, because there are also children here. These 2 are facing each other. They're quite different. This one is warm and radiating something blissful. This one is more cool. It's blue. So this one seems feminine. This one seems masculine. And there is also the serpent and some wings here. It usually is an angel, but not here. And those 2 figures meet and their colors merge to create green, which is the color of a chakra, of a heart chakra. So it's about openness of the heart towards the other, and what is created by the merging, by the loving connection, loving mixing of different energies. Something from the level of the heart is created here, new beings perhaps. But in order to create it, you need to recognize goodwill, and you need to recognize open heart in the other, which is similar to you. And it's always what you choose to see in the other. Some people tend to see all the fears that they themselves have in the other. They tend to put it in the other because they don't want to see it in themselves. And thus duality is created. Good and evil, bright and dark. We don't see it here. We just see different colors. And when you see diversity, it's the world. It's the way the world occurs to us, by diverse colors. Then you can somehow, in this diversity, trespass this need or this illusion of duality that is imposed on us very often. And in this way, you can create new beings out of love. You can create the world out of love. It's always a matter of choice. And it's always the matter of recognizing that everything that is resides and is creating within myself. It's in a most general way. This card is about taking responsibility over what you create and how your world is created. And you can act out of fear, and this is very often the kind of response we have, like automatic response. If someone is different than me, then I need to put them down. I need to take their swords away because they're gonna hurt me if I don't. And thus the energy of conflict is created, the energy of war, the energy of defeat. You can see it here. But this may be passing. This may be a stage, and you can ponder upon it, and you can transform it. You can transform it even in your mind. This is interesting how these 2 cards are similar. You see? And how this really reminds me of Rorschach test. The test that shows you blots of ink and your purpose is to make sense of them. So what you perceive and how you make sense of the things you perceive is your responsibility, and it's your work to do it. I love how the heads merge here in this reversed meaning. Perhaps that's why it showed reverse, that you really need to, this is recommended, I think, to trespass duality and see oneness in things. And you can recognize it with your mind. I think in a spiritual community, wherever you look in the world, there is great there's great accent on the heart, on the energy of the heart. But these two cards remind us, these three cards I should say, that our mind is also a great tool that we can use. And of course, if we stop on the mind, if we use only our mind, it probably won't let us see deeper and see through duality. But if you merge the energy of the heart and the energy of the mind together, if they work together, the mind can be a great tool showing you that there's more to the world than duality. It may be one of the very important steps in spiritual growth, to use the mind, to find the point of balance. In this deck, this card is called Science, and science itself doesn't answer many questions, but the way it asks them is very precious. And if you let those questions into your mind, and if you let them sprout, it really can be a life-changing and transforming experience, trying to find answers to these questions. So don't get rid of the mind in your spiritual growth. However you experience it, you also need your mind, because you were given the mind. If it wasn't necessary, you wouldn't be given it. I'm sure I could I could say it in better English, but I'm sorry. That's how it works for a non-native speaker sometimes. So, 2 great days to make some analysis of what's past and what's now, and what do I choose? Do I choose defeat, or do I choose recognizing myself in the other? Do I choose to recognize that duality may be an illusion? Okay, I wish you a wonderful weekend. I hope I see you for the reading for Monday, which will be an extended reading for the full moon, as always. So, see you then. Bye-bye.